for the day is the crisis in the PDP, which seems to be deepening. And if the crisis is not properly handled and the prospect that the crisis rocking the PDP as present can be handled seem very far-fetched. In fact, a lot of pundits feel that, look, this is the beginning of the end of the People's Democratic Party as we know it, except elders of the party, find a way to recreate the party in such a way that going into the next administration, the PDP will still be able to play its role as a formidable opposition to the ruling party. Be that as it may, the major crisis rocking the PDP right now is the court order which was issued by High Court in Makurdi yesterday, stopping Ayu from parading himself as the national chairman of the party. People have drawn parallel between what is happening within the PDP and what happened in APC with Adams Oshomole. The whole crisis in the PDP started on a Sunday when, at the ward level, some group of executives in a ward in Boko, local government of Benue State, suspended the national chairman of the PDP, Iyorchia Ayu. So on that ground, why Ayu? No, it becomes obvious that it's a well laid out plot. Why Ayu was running around trying to insist that the constitution of the party was not followed, because as a national executive member of the party, it is only the National Working Committee, according to the constitution of the party, that can actually sack him or rectify his sack. So while he was doing all that and some ward executive we are equally trying to say, no, we are not part of it, our signatures were forged. The people who plotted this out only needed that suspension order at the ward level to go to court and say, since he has been suspended, there's no need for him to go on acting or parading himself as the national chairman of the party. And we know the judiciary in Nigeria, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we know that people go from one court to another to shop for judgment, and they got what they wanted. So whatever Ayu was doing, he didn't preempt that within 24 hours, the table would turn against him finally. So what is on ground is that he is no longer, even last night, I even read somewhere, though it's not confirmed, that the national chairman, the deputy national chairman of the PDP North, in the person of Umar Damagun, is already saying that he is the authentic chairman of the party as a result of the suspension of Iyorchia Ayu. So we see how it plays out. But the bottom line is, for PDP, they need to, after the election, they need to ask themselves some very hard questions concerning the role. If a national chairman, we have to look at the facts for what it is. If a national chairman of the party could not win his polling unit, win his ward, or win his local government, of what value is such an individual to the party structure in general, that the PDP splitted across the middle as a result of this individual? Then, of course, what we see playing out is more like the voice of Esau or the hand of Jacob. In any case, Wike has not hidden the fact that he is behind the travail of Ayu. Because while all this was going on, he told he made a statement from Port Harcourt yesterday that the battle
has just begun.
Which means his hands is in all of this.
All right.
And he has shown that, Wike, anybody, we pray in life not to have an enemy like Wike. Because he's prepared to chase this guy to the pit of hell. and to make sure that he gets his pound of flesh.
All right, before we get to that, Pete, let me come to Alaji. A lot of people would think that for the PDP, they will be trying to extinguish the flames of loss and the tragedy of the outcome of the last election. But it seems as if with everything that is, surfacing, there seems to be a dire need to actually put them into extinction by one man. How do you look at this?
This was actually
foreseen.
It was first, I mean, so sometimes you don't want to gloat over such issue, but it was something we discussed here severally. I'm sure we share some opinion pieces on this matter, where we said, look, the PDP may likely go into
extinction
after the 2023 election. Because if it survived the first one of 2015, I doubt it will survive 2023. The PDP violated zoning. That is the crux of this matter. And Ayu himself did not help matters. In fact, he aggravated the problems of the PDP. He did it before, during, and after the election. You asked a very important question. Now they've lost an election. The PDP lost in the north and lost in the south. It's important to put these facts out there. And the next thing we saw you do was to start expelling people from the party or suspending people from the party, including someone like former Senate President Iyorchia Ayu, Governor Ayu, and all of that. And now asking the governor of Benin to come and face a pro panel. I'm sure this must have been what triggered the action from the children's wing of the PDP, ably led by His Excellency, Governor Wike, who is now fighting back in the way they know best how to do. This is the same old tactic they've used to destabilize this party whenever they don't like the leadership of the party. And so PDP has gone into a serious crisis that it may not recover from. Ayu, if you had learned any lesson at all from the loss of the PDP, it was for you to first and foremost resign voluntarily